I beg your pardon?
I said, what the fuck is that on your lip?
What do you mean by that?
I've never seen you with a mustache.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all, no.
Are you laughing at it?
Yes.
What's your issue with
it? You look like Hulk Hogan.
I do?
A little bit. Wow. I always thought you would go with more of like the thinner horizontal type of mustache rather
Harry
than
said I
the
look like
semi-handlebar.
Harry said I look like a cop from a cheesy sci-fi movie.
Yes. He probably hasn't seen cheesy 80s porno because that could also be where that mustache comes from.
It's a legit mustache.
It's a legit mustache, yes. No one was doubting the legitimacy of the mustache.
I don't see what the issue is with it. Go live right now on Periscope. I don't see the problem with it.
All right.
I think it looks great. I mean, it's... You gotta remember, I'm a motorcycle guy. Like, it's starting to... I have to be defined by something. You know? Well, go live. I didn't think you'd laugh at me.
Will you, we put the vest on, too?
I'm not gonna put the vest on yet. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's not right. All right to be mocked. You've had mustaches before.
I have, yes.
So what's the issue with mine then?
I'm not saying you can't have a mustache.
What's your problem with it?
I don't have a problem with it. Just looks odd on your face.
All right, we live on Periscope?
Give me 2 seconds. There you go. We are live.
Good. I mean, we can just end this controversy now. I suspect everyone's... Oh, look at that. I look great on that thing. I'll watch myself on... Can I watch myself on Periscope?
You can, yeah.
That's me. Oh, I look fantastic. It's like Eric Carmen. Is that Tom Selleck? I like it. I'm keeping it.
All right.
Yeah. Deal with it. Well, what's your issue with it? Do you think it's going to affect the show going forward?
I mean, it might affect your ability to conduct interviews.
What are you talking about?
If people are just like distracted by your mustache.
There's many interviewers in the years who had mustaches. Many great interviewers. I like when I had like a sip of my hot chocolate this morning. So taste it.
My prediction is it's gone by tomorrow.
Wrong as usual. Wrong as usual. Are people commenting? I would suspect that so far it's been overwhelming support. The commenters are usually very kind and very sweet. What?
I'm just pulling up to look at the comments.
I mean, I think, you know.
Someone says, who wants a mustache ride?
Exactly.
Steve from Providence says, are you selling carpets now?
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
You look like the Italian butcher from Family Guy.
Well, forget it. I don't want to be read the comments and forget it.
Hey, Danny Christmas says, I'm a fan.
Oh, thank you, Danny. It's nice of you to say.
Ibra, Alba's Cream 33 says, keep the stash.
Oh, thank you, Alba's Cream 33.
Someone says, you look like Freddie Mercury.
That's not very nice, but okay, fine. Whatever. Fuck them. I don't care. I was hoping for a little more support as usual. So, good morning on Periscope. We'll be off in a minute or two. Stephen Hyden's going to join us like 45 minutes or so. Half hour, whatever. Let me just say, the studio is not the same without Dale Bear. We lost a big part of the show.
I've got a little bit of news on that front.
Oh, what's that?
So, I can't even believe I'm saying this, but the funeral home director who paid $3,000 for Dale Bear has offered to start a Dale Bear Kirk Minahan reunification GoFundMe.
Okay.
And if it hits his fundraising goal, which he'll give to the VFW Hall, he will give Dale Bear back.
What's the goal number?
I think 3,000 is what he was talking about.
So we're gonna tweet out $3,000 more for this fucking VFW.
Yeah.
Have we done enough for this? I don't mean to be an asshole, but what else do we need to do for this VFW?
I think we've done quite a bit.
I mean, Jesus Christ, how much more money do we have to raise for this place? What are they planning on doing there?
They're going to personally secure the retirements of every veteran.
Jesus,
in Western Mass.
No kidding. I mean, listen, on this day of all days, I'm appreciative, and I am part of the. You know, I wonder now if it's more. I wonder if the leather goes with the stash now, Steve.
I think it does. Yeah.
Let me see here. What are you laughing at?
Your mustache.
Why? People have mustaches.
I know people have mustaches.
It's just because I have one?
Yes.
What do you think?
I like it.
Is it better if I take my shirt off and go with the...
Actually, just leave it on. Let me get a little bit more footage, and I'll try to fail at getting Harley Davidson advertising instead of Jeep advertising.
Shit. I mean, if you're going to go out on the open road, you got to button this fucker up. Because it can get windy out there on my hog. What?
Cam Ramos says, the leather goes, boss man. Ryan Shepley says, that stash is incredible.
Thank you. Well, it's not a big deal. It's just a mustache. It doesn't define me now or anything. Like I'm the new Tom Selleck or the new, Burt Reynolds or anything of this generation. The mustache has been mocked for too long, and I feel like somebody's got to bring it back.
Okay.
I don't know why
it's very like English of you.
Yeah, I don't know why it's so stigmatized now. I don't understand it. When was the last president with a mustache?
Oh God,
Roosevelt?
Yeah, it might be.
I mean, no, there must have been one who had a mustache after Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh no, I thought
has to have been mustachioed presidents. Look at little pockets in here too.
Yeah, it's a very useful vest. Let's see.
What did Commander Tom say?
No, Taft. Taft was the last one with a mustache.
Right. Yeah.
That's unusual. So just by virtue of your upper lip hair, you're far less likely to be president of the United States someday.
Well, when was the last time anybody with a mustache made a real run at it? Don't say Hillary. Don't be a dick. What was
Doesn't McAfee have a mustache?
Who? John McAfee? He made a run. Like a real candidate. I'm trying to think.
I mean, they probably look at the...
We'll find out in 4 years. Karen Pence. Okay, no, Karen Pence is a beard. Sorry, she doesn't have a beard. It's different.
It's not very nice of you.
Not, I apologize. I didn't mean that. Anyway, so all right. So the Dale Bear thing, okay, is one. We'll get the other stuff. So if you're
Dewey had a mustache.
Oh, right. That's right. Thomas Dewey had a mustache. I should have remembered that. Yeah, I can't remember any of their significant. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody. Did Jesse Jackson have a mustache in like '84? I think he did. I want to say he did. I could be wrong. Who knows? Anyway.
Yes.
This leather's turning me on, by the way. This is somebody new. This is just get used to this look, Steve. The leather, all leather we taped tonight, head to toe, and a mustache.
I'm an advocate of it.
How about if I just got rid of the mustache and just kept like a little bit right here? Would that be a good look or no? Would you like that? You'd like that.
I think that mustache went out of style. And
somebody's got to bring it back.
Somewhere in the 40s.
All right. So we'll get into this other stuff now. So Periscope, we're doing the show now. It'll be up in a few hours, and we're taping one tonight for tomorrow as well. So you get plenty of content here as we sort of say goodbye to the Kirk Minahan show in its traditional form, Steve. I don't know if you notice how active I've been on social media about that, but all good things must come to an end.
What? Sorry?
The Kirk Minahan show in its current form is certainly going to be
yes,
not as prominent going forward.
I mean, I think it'll still be the content that the Minifans know and love,
just not as much of it.
Yes,
yeah. Not go with my wishes. That can happen.
I think you need to call it your flavor saver.
I don't think I have to call it that, but I have heard it called such. So all right, so yeah, so we'll get to the other stuff now. So goodbye to Periscope. So the show, this fucking show is just crazy. It's the craziest show ever. I'm dying to get the show out of my life at this point. I pay $1 billion to get the show out of my life. So the show ends on Sunday. I think 2 very successful nights at the VFW in Florence, Massachusetts.
Commander Tom would definitely say they were successful.
Yep, he's been restored back to Commander Tom. Show ends. I sell Dale Bear. Everyone saw that if they were on, which is a cruel thing to do to your child, really.
It is, yes.
But it was for charity. And the guy was like weeping in front of me about how much the show means to him. I was getting very uncomfortable. I just wanted to give it to him at that point. But then we got some money out of it. So the show ends. We take pictures. We say goodbye. I get in the car. And I get a call from Steve. I don't know how far into the half hour into the drive, maybe?
Yeah, half hour, 45.
And you say, I'm worried about Justin. And my response in my head was, I am not worried about Justin at all, but okay. I'm like, what do you mean? Because we sent Justin on a walk back to the South Shore for failing at his job, correct?
Yes.
You said he turned his phone off and turned his location services off?
Yeah, so apparently he had been sharing his location services with some of the Minifans so
Why?
they could track his journey while he followed Steve from Providence.
Oh, okay.
And I guess when his battery died, that turned off. But we were under the belief that he intentionally turned off his location sharing services,
right?
Which would have been a troubling development.
Yeah. So this led to a hour and a half, 3 hour thing where I think you were concerned to the point where you contact Northampton Police and put a be on the lookout, a bolo, correct?
I did, yes.
For Justin,
yes.
Right? Okay. An overreaction in retrospect or no?
No, I don't think so.
No, you were concerned.
Yeah, I mean, he was legitimately like in distress, like
right.
dead phone, wandering around in the middle of nowhere.
So I called him a bunch of times. I went right to his phone. We did that during the show too. And then I don't know, 1:30, 1:45, he texted me and said he was at the gas station charging his phone. So I don't know. Where was he? Where did he wind up?
I have no idea.
Oh, you haven't talked to him about?
I mean, I've talked with him, but not about his misadventures that evening.
What did you talk to him about?
Just show-related stuff.
Oh, so it's just like nothing happened.
Yes.
There's no punishment for him fucking up. Totally.
Well, I did just get from Barstool HR his employee review forms.
Oh, good.
Which I am, as his supervisor, am tasked with filling out.
It's getting warm with this leather on. 1 second. So, all right, well, will he answer the phone if you call him now? I don't want to wake him up.
I mean, he's probably still got another,
13, 14 hours of sleep. We'll call him now. I just want to get some clarification because I'm getting mixed responses to what happened. Do we have all the stuff from the VF we're going to put in the wall here at some point?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
It's kind of...
Hello?
Hey, 1 second. It's kind of nice to be back in the studio, I have to admit. Don't you think? Yeah. It's a little quieter. It's a little... So what happened the other night?
Hello?
What happened the other night?
Oh, hey. I just started walking.
Okay.
And I was just walking, and then I got really cold, so I went to a gas station and had them call me an ambulance to the hospital, and everything got checked out. And my dad came.
You called an ambulance because you were getting cold?
I was cold. I was like freaking out because I was walking down the street, like cars were coming by. So
you were walking down the street and cars were going by?
Yeah, because there was no sidewalks and stuff.
Was that a surprise to you? The cars are going by you on the street while you were walking?
No.
Okay. How far? Where did you make it to?
I'm not entirely sure.
Well, I mean,
I walked until like around like 11.
Okay, so you have no idea where you were?
No, not really.
How long were you in the hospital for?
Just like 2 hours.
But it wasn't cold out, right?
It was pretty cold.
I mean, was it that? I mean, it wasn't like in the 50s?
I mean,
it wasn't like 20 degrees. I mean,
correct.
Okay, was it that cold? I mean, I'm wrong. Am I wrong, Steve?
It was brisk.
Was it? I didn't. Maybe I don't know. Okay, so but you're feeling okay?
Yeah, I feel fine.
Okay, so there's been no actual punishment for you fucking up in reality, other than having to go to the hospital, I suppose. But that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, I guess.
Did you anticipate cars? You didn't just never factor that into your walk that the cars would go by?
Well, like they were just coming by and like they were just like beeping at me because I was like walking down the street and it was dark out, and so like I just didn't want to get hit.
Mm-hmm. So you called the ambulance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I didn't call an ambulance. I went to a gas station.
Who called the ambulance?
The gas station.
Did you tell them you wanted to call? You needed an ambulance?
Yeah.
Okay. So okay. But did you quit the show or no?
No, I didn't quit the show.
Oh, you thinking about it, or think it might be a good idea?
No.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, if you think, I support that 100% if you want to do that.
Okay. Well, I don't.
Okay, but if you change your mind, just let me know.
Okay.
All right. Bye. Goodbye.
How is it that every attempt to explain a situation somehow just looks worse and worse and worse?
I mean, I like Justin, but it had to have been 60 degrees Sunday. 54 degrees Sunday night.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't any colder than 50 degrees.
No. I mean, what was it, like hypothermia? I'm confused.
I think that's way too warm for hypothermia.
I know he has mental issues and stuff, but he was surprised that cars were going by him on the road.
Well, maybe they weren't just giving him enough leeway because it was dark out.
Did he have any walking plan?
Well, you kind of sprung it on him in his defense.
I mean, I don't
think he came there that
Just
night,
kind of go
thinking
east
that he was
at that
going to
point?
walk home. Well, we had scattered reports that he was in fact headed west. Just keep in mind,
that's the other part of it.
His phone was dead.
So here's the other part. This is why Steve's an idiot. So Steve hops on that message board and tells them that they need Justin's missing.
No, I said if you see him, pick him up.
And then all these idiots, penis head, closet case, they all act like they're fucking Tommy Lee Jones and the Fugitive. They're jumping in buses and cars to go rescue Justin. Like, just leave. What the fuck?
I told him not to do that.
Yeah, but once you do that, it's going to happen.
But I told him not to. I told him that it would be that we were going to know where he was by the time they got a third of the way there.
Why is Justin so humorless? Why does he want to be part of this? Why do I have to be everyone's? Why?
It's probably the medication that evens him out.
I know. I was talking the other night. He had that Vincent D'Onofrio and Full Metal Jacket look like. I'm like, is this really the best? Have you at any point now, given the history of this, begun to do an internal investigation in your own
my own intern selection process?
Yes.
Well, yes.
Because none of them have been good so far.
But hang on. The ones that are good go off and get jobs.
Like who?
Like Nick. Nick was a good intern.
I don't even know who that is.
Nick Streeter. He was the one who was running our Instagram for a period of time. He lives out in the Midwest. He was a good intern, but he went and he got a job. Harrison, the intern who's designing some of the T-shirts and doing some graphics work for social media. He's a good intern.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, he's doing a good job. Okay. And then we had Will.
And we had Alistair Black for a little while. He did a good job
what happened to him?
running the YouTube channel. I think, again, he was pursuing other professional opportunities. It's just the sample size is skewed because the ones who don't do the best stay the longest.
That's true. It's weird how that works. Isn't that strange how that works? Isn't that bizarre? Well, anyway. Oh, so we have Milton's today.
We do, yes.
Oh, good. Milton's is back. Well, it's nice to have Milton's back. I enjoy wearing my Milton's duds. We got to find we got to talk to Bill and see if it's a nice shirt that might match with my leather jacket.
I think it's no shirt.
Oh, okay. Maybe nice leather pants or something.
Yeah.
Milton's. We have to check with Milton's.
All in all, I think Milton's could probably use more leather.
You think so?
Yeah, especially if you're, they're the official sponsors of Kirk Minahan. Kirk is now going to be wearing leather almost exclusively.
That's true. Yeah, they might have a nice leather section. Some nice leather pants. If they have, I might grab a pair of leather pants for the show tonight. Why not? No, it feels comfortable. Either way, I was feeling great with Milton's all weekend anyway. I had my great jacket, some nice shirts from Milton's. Milton's is the best. Under Armour, Tommy John loungewear, Timberland shoes. We know that. The cashmere sweater deals. V-neck, crew neck, or quarter front, zip front styles from New England. You can go to the stores. We know that. South Shore Plaza, Braintree, Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill. Or you can go to online at miltons.com and get your great clothes there. Fall sale, and it's going to get cold again around here and all over the country, I'm sure. So you go to miltons.com, the official sponsor of Kirk Minahan, not just the show, but me. So whatever I'm doing in the future, I suspect Milton's will be on board. Correct, Steve?
Correct, yes.
No matter what the next chapter is in this wonderful journey of ours. Right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Milton's will be along for the ride. I love Milton's. Great. Go get some Milton stuff this week. Would you get some nice stuff? I understand, not going to be a lot of travel for Thanksgiving, but you want to look nice at the house if you have some people over. Get a nice new outfit for Milton's.
Yeah, if you're going to have a renegade Thanksgiving with more than 5 people, you're going to want to look nice for them.
I agree with you very much on that. Go to miltons.com. Please do that today. Miltons.com or the stores in Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill, or South Shore Plaza in Braintree. Oh, is that Joy Reid the dummy?
Oh yeah, she is. That's a great tweet.
Just how stupid is that?
And to just leave it up like she's
it's still up.
Yeah, last I checked, she was still leaving it up, just glorying in her ignorance. But you can't criticize her. That'd be racist.
No, you cannot. No, although she hates gay people, right?
She doesn't hate gay people. She just thinks it's fine to mock Charlie Crist as if he was gay.
She had some other hardcore old posts, didn't she?
Yeah.
Not she, but rather
the time-traveling hacker who somehow went into her blog from 2005 and 2004 and made all the homophobic remarks about Charlie Crist. Yes.
Who jumped on it right away was Luncey.
I know. I saw it.
It was a good tweet.
It was all right.
What do you mean?
It wasn't a bad tweet.
Here's the thing, Joy Reid said. The reason there's a thing called 538 at 538 is because 538 was the margin in Florida when the Republican SCOTUS reversed the 2000 election during the recount, making W the president. That's the kind of margin where races flip. That's not what's up now. Frank Luntz, 538, got its name from the 538 total votes in Electoral College. The Supreme Court never reversed the 2000 election because W always had more votes than Florida. This person somehow has a primetime news show on TV.
It really is remarkable.
It's remarkable and not remarkable at the same time.
That's true.
But yeah, that was funny. That made me laugh. And the other one was that, I mean, it was all over the place, that news reporter on NBC.
Oh, Ken Delaney.
Yeah, do you have that or no?
God, Delaney is such an asshole. I'm glad it happened to him.
What happened? I saw you in some tweet.
I have no idea.
Trying to explain it, but it made no sense.
It involves our intelligence community. Ken, what have you learned, sir?
Oh, shit. Fuck.
Okay. I think we lost Ken for a
It's always weird that they can't just say, like, oh, that's fun. Like, the anchor right there is so panicked. Why can't they just say, geez, I wonder what happened? That's kind of funny. Like,
right.
This is clearly going to go viral. Let's have some fun with it. Like, why not joke around? I mean, is that guy a douche?
Ken Delaney it is, yes.
Yeah.
He's a stenographer for the CIA. I think he used to write for the LA Times, and he was found basically reprinting talking points given to him by the CIA. And throughout the entire 4 years of Trump, he was basically like a deep state mouthpiece.
So we looked like an idiot yesterday. What else is going on?
Well, I guess on the theme of tweets that should not have been tweeted, did you see that Pennsylvania state rep, Dean Browning?
Oh, going back and forth with
going back with himself. So,
yes.
So Dean Browning,
poor guy.
He's this like, you know, kind of pudgy white guy,
right?
You know, typical, I guess your stereotypical Trump supporter. But he's big on Twitter, and I guess he's like a county commissioner in Pennsylvania, and he's a candidate for some state house seat. And he tweeted out something like super pro Trump, and he responds to it with his own account, thinking like he didn't.
Well, his own burner account.
Yes, he didn't. But he didn't switch to his burner account.
Right.
He tweeted from his actual verified elected official account.
So is Dunks5 his burner account?
I don't know. I don't know if I found his burner account.
So Dean Browning tweets, "What Trump built in 4 years, Biden will ruin in 4 months, or whatever, destroy in 4 months." Dunks5, you mean Obama built in 8 years? Trump is trying to take credit for, so that's okay. Then
so that was like some actual user criticizing him or
so
responding.
Dean Browning, who, as you said, is not what I'm about to describe.
It's like eating Wonder Bread,
right? Yes,
a couple of times a week,
about as white as can be.
So white.
I'm a black gay guy, and I can personally say that Obama did nothing for me. But I mean, I should say, who are we to say he's not? In this time, right? If that's how he identifies.
That's how he identifies. That's how he identifies.
My life only changed a little bit, and it was for the worse. Everything is so much better under Trump. I feel respected, which I never do when the Democrats are involved. He took it down, right? He had to.
No, he didn't.
Oh, didn't he say something?
He responded, and he said, like 4 hours later, he was like, in regards to that previous tweet that's now going viral, I meant to quote a message that a supporter sent to me.
Right.
Sorry, that wasn't clear.
So nobody found this like burner account of his?
No, I was looking for it yesterday. I couldn't find it.
That's funny. These people are nuts. Jesus. What else is going
on? Well, I've got a little bit of audio from Marty Walsh's Mass and Cass.
Which you were in, right?
I was, yeah.
Did you get to ask any questions?
No, they funny enough, they ran out of time before they could get to me.
So, I mean,
I didn't realize that somehow the way they formatted the Zoom meeting, like it popped up Steve Robinson with the Barstool Sports logo.
Yeah.
So I think Marty had to have known that we were there watching.
Yeah. What did Marty have to say?
So I mean, he did, you know, mouth some words about how they're trying to arrest drug dealers in and around there. But it was mostly just fluff about how they're trying to get that bridge built to Long Island so that they can just have a campus for all the homeless people. Basically, they're going to try and move Mass and Cass over onto Long Island, but they're going to win a lawsuit first.
Jesus.
But he. The first thing he did was basically blame the White House.
Oh, good.
In the last 3.5 years, there's really been no direction coming out of Washington to battle the opioid crisis. I'm not saying that's immediately going to help us here on the streets of Boston, but having a partner and partners in Washington, D.C. that actually are focused on tackling the issue of addiction and tackling the issue of substance use disorder certainly can help us move forward here.
It's a fucking next secretary of what? Labor?
Secretary of Labor is, I think, what they're talking about.
What are they saying for Baker?
I don't. Maybe not Health and Human Services.
I saw something for him there.
They floated a couple of things. I don't. I really don't think that they'll pick. I think Marty will be mayor of Boston for a good long while.
For life.
I mean, the Secretary of Labor really isn't that great of a stepping stone. Like,
yeah, but I could see him taking that. No.
I think he'd rather be run for Congress or Senate.
Jesus,
that's the real upward trajectory.
I guess. Yeah, and Trump is no closer. More for Marty. Let me hear Marty.
We're tackling the issues that people care about in the area.
Respect that.
We have a company picking up human feces out in the community.
What company is that, Marty?
So I was getting a lot of calls about the feces.
Hold on. I
think that's like the DPW director.
Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to send you a scene here. 1 second.
Just hearing them all with a straight face talk about how they're dealing with all the bum shits.
It's unbelievable. The
other thing is,
1 second. I'm going to send you this. I don't know if it'll sound good, but
75% of these idiots couldn't figure out how to unmute their microphones, and they're supposed to be dealing with the tremendous challenges of opioid addiction and homelessness in the city of Boston.
So makes you think of the scene. I just texted you how good the sound is, but one of my favorite bad comedies of all time is Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo, which is a funny movie. Yeah. And Deuce's dad, Bob Bigelow, is a bathroom cleaner. So I thought of this scene.
Well, we should probably be going.
Deuce, it's your dad's birthday.
Hi, Bob. We have the overflowing toilet in the ladies' bathroom. There is shit everywhere. It's a real mess. You think you can get in there and take care of it? No worries, Vic. Right on it. I'd like to meet my son's girlfriend, Kate. Kate, nice to meet you.
You too.
Hi, Deuce. So could you get in there, Bob? I mean, I got a party at 10 coming in, and I am up to my ankles in human crap.
All right. Yeah, we got a couple. Let me hear Marty again. We got a company that's taking care of the feces.
We have a company picking up human feces out in the community.
There's like 30 people on that phone call, and I'm the only one cracking up when I hear that.
We have a company picking up human feces out.
This is the DPW director.
So I was getting a lot of calls about the feces during the summer and after that, and it has been less. I haven't gotten calls.
Oh, that's great.
Is it something that we're doing that is making those calls less prevalent?
So yes, I believe the mayor mentioned it in his talking points that BPHC rolled out a pilot program about a month ago to pick up human waste on private property. And we definitely noticed an uptick in complaints. It's somewhat unprecedented. And we attribute it largely, in fact, to
people
COVID and the fact that a lot of private and public buildings have been closed.
Hold on. So these poor people who are in cages, which they criticize Trump for, which is fine. Marty's doing the same thing. He's caging these people all day. Occasionally they escape and they take their shits on the lawn, correct? Yeah. So now they're not able to go to Starbucks or to the whatever. Where take shits? Is that what they're saying? So it's COVID's fault?
The crack investigators in the city of Boston government.
Pun intended, yes. I got you.
They got to thinking about this. They put their thinking caps on. They decided that
part of the team that Marty put together to.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, this is the Mass and Cass working group.
Good. Okay, and they figured out because of COVID, people are shitting more on lawns.
Yes.
I like this DPW guy. Go ahead.
And so access to bathrooms as well as resources, not city services, haven't been available. But that is one thing that the task force has been working on within the quality of life working group was that recommendation of addressing human waste on private property, but also looking at other ways that we can provide public bathrooms and restrooms, particularly as we're still dealing with an epidemic in the middle of a pandemic.
So they want to have more public bathrooms available?
Yeah.
How are they going to build them? Like, what are they
they can put porta potties out there.
Oh, that'll be really clean. That won't be a fucking what? That's not going to be a fucking spreader?
I don't know why, but I thought this was funny too.
Oh, good.
They're sick, meaning they have a disease, and their disease is addiction. Mm-hmm. It's like cancer. I mean, it's just no different than that. So we're going to do everything we can, except that cancer, you can get treated for it.
Well, you can get treated for... Can you get treated for alcohol and drug addiction?
I think so.
I mean, I'm pretty well aware you can. I thought he was to say, except for cancer, people don't go outside, go across the street and shit on people's lawns. So you're right, Marty. It's not been my experience.
I thought this was a good insight into his mindset, too.
I wish we could be talking about, the roundhouse the Roundtree Hotel building a 15-story skyscraper there where we could be saying that we don't want that. I hope that that will be the case.
We don't want that?
Yes.
Why?
But because they don't want development. They don't want a skyscraper. He's basically saying, rather than dealing with homelessness, I'd rather be telling
businesses not to build
not
things?
to come into Boston. Like,
Let's get the mayor of Boston.
yes.
Well, so what's the deal? He doesn't have the contractors in his pocket for that one or something?
I don't know.
His kickbacks?
And then this one I thought was good too.
This area has become, maybe I'm using the wrong word, but kind of a magnet for this type of drug use and people coming down there.
I wonder why that is. It's funny. When it's an unspoken rule and city employees are telling like Justin, undercover as a junkie, that you won't get arrested for using heroin there. It's weird how it develops this magnetic attraction for people who want to use heroin.
I think all this sleep and this attitude, do you think Justin got addicted to heroin while he was down in Meth Mile? Couldn't walk more than 10 miles? He looked completely out of it the other night. Have we hooked him onto this?
Fuck. Maybe he was not scared of the cars on that walk home, but he was jonesing so bad for another hit.
Could have been jonesing. And there were reports of human shit on all the lawns in Northampton. There's a trail. Well, not Northampton. As you kept heading west,
there's a trail of human shit.
Yes. It's been going east, but it was going west. Oh, God. This fucking... you laugh because you have to. How insane is this?
I mentioned the entire thing. The insane part was the serious people who are probably making $100,000 a year off of like taxpayer funded salaries, and they're on Zoom meetings talking about this comprehensive plan to stop people experiencing homelessness from shitting in front yards.
Shitting in yards, yes, of people who are paying.
We have a company picking up human feces out in the community.
Out in the community.
How much do you think the human feces picker-upper company donated to Marty Walsh to get that lucrative contract?
It's like when you get the Olympics. They must have been all excited when they were all waiting for that final bid. We have a company picking up.
We have a company picking up human feces out in the community.
Human feces.
Human feces out in the community. It makes it sound like it's like part of like a community event. There'll be finger painting, horse rides, and people will be picking up human feces.
Human feces. YOO.
We've got a great
MAN. Human.
Today's Tuesday. It's a great day in the community. Yeah, you get a nice walk. We're doing a wonderful walk on this Wednesday for Veterans Day, and then we're gonna walk around. We got a company that's gonna pick up human feces. Human feces. YOOMAN.
We have a company picking up human feces out in the community.
Can we call human feces? Is that what we call it if we have to pick up shit?
I think the next step for us is to investigate and find out which company has the contract for picking up human feces and get him on the show.
Here's the big test for Justin. This might win him over completely. If he goes there, okay, takes heroin, which is fine there, and then takes a shit in somebody's yard, then I would be square.
Yeah, but he would somehow fuck up the recording.
That's true, too.
Like, he'd have no evidence of it. And he'd just come back and be like, well, no, I took heroin in the chat.
I took a shit. I don't know. I think I took a shit. Did I take a shit? I don't know. I'm sorry. I meant better.
I think he needs to take heroin. He needs to go shit in someone's backyard, and then he needs to sit a comfortable distance away with a video camera and wait to ambush a human feces picker-upper.
Yes. I think that's fair. They contract
how do you think they pick it up? Do they just do like the dog poop bags?
Pick up Clyde's shit. I mean, I don't know, like what, I don't know.
Well, I can imagine that these humans who are taking shits in the community.
Isn't it like a heroin shit,
that's
liquidy?
Kind of what I'm getting at. Or
I can't imagine
they're dehydrated and it's really, really hard.
Oh,
I'm just saying, I don't think that they have the best diets. They're not eating a lot of spinach and broccoli. And
we're providing them with plenty of water and good food as well to help them with the heroin and the shits. We're trying to make the shits more productive, more consistent.
We got some Metamucil here for the community.
A couple of my regular. So we're doing that too.
It's part of the working group, man.
It's a fucking mayor of Boston answering questions because he's a fucking idiot. Jesus. So yeah, that's it for Justin. Just get addicted to heroin and take shits in people's lawns.
Seems a reasonable thing to ask.
Why do they take shits in lawns?
Why
just do it in the street?
Because they got to poop.
No, but why just do it in the street?
Maybe they want some privacy. Maybe they were poop shy.
I mean, Meth Mile is going to be full of shit, huh? I mean, because there are some people who are not making the walk over to the lawns. right? It's just like, fuck it.
So it's really not just a mile. It's like there's the nucleus where you can use heroin and not get in trouble, and the cops will just watch you and stand ready with Narcan in case it's a hot shot. And then there's like, you go out 100 yards and there's like the another zone where it's heroin use is still pretty frequent, and there's like little camps and cliques set up. Then even further out from there, there's people just kind of walking in, heading to go use or buy.
Good God.
And again, it's by design.
You know what, keep them regular if they bought it. I mean, they probably won't buy it, but Marty should buy a whole bunch of it. Smith's Country Cheese.
Well, that's true. Also, might replace their current addiction.
True. I think that'd be a lot healthier.
This cheese is so fucking good, they'll become addicted to it, and they'll be like, heroin? What heroin? I want cheese.
Yeah, I want some Gouda, some cheddar, some Havarti. Even like Jared Carabas, obviously likes a slice of American cheese. An idiot that he is. Hormone, preservative, antibiotic free. All cheese is made in the family farm, consisting of 200 cows out in Western Mass. Smith's Country Cheese, the official cheeses of Podcast Jesus, is back supporting the greatest podcast in the world. That's their words, not mine, so I appreciate that. If you're in the Worcester area, the Worcester Public Market has a Smith's vendor as well there. Many offerings from small cheesemakers all over New England. If you mention my name, if you go to smithscountrycheese.com, my name, Kirk, you get 10% off all cheese orders from now until the end of the year. Obviously, for Thanksgiving, you're going to want that. We're getting that. Get that as well. It can be found at many of your local specialty foods and grocery stores. If your shopping location does not currently carry their excellent products, be sure to put in the request. smithscountrycheese.com. Individual picnic plates if you prefer everyone to have their own cheese plate. That's a good idea as well. I'll even think of that. To get each one for yourself so you don't have to worry about spreading. That's just actually a pretty smart idea. So do that for Thanksgiving as well, please. Go to smithscountrycheese.com, smithscountrycheese.com. I'm going to do it. You do it as well. The official cheeses of Podcast Jesus. I'm going to, at some point, incorporate Smith's Country Cheese into Madawaska as well. So I think Smith's Country Cheese has a little Minahan Madawaska bump from yours truly as well. So smithscountrycheese.com.
Speaking of Madawaska, that reminds me, a whole new line of merchandise for the Kirk Minahan Show.
Yes.
Store.barstoolsports.com.
So the Dale shirt is up?
Yes. We haven't tweeted that out yet.
Oh, is Dale going to object to that or no?
Well, fuck him. It's not him.
That's good. I'm saying if he does.
It's some other pasty white guy.
I understand. And then we've jumped into this Christmas sweater thing?
Yes, we have.
Okay. With the Kirk was right?
Yes. There is a Kirk was right ugly sweater up there. There's a Veterans fucking win shirt.
That was the big, a lot of social media action on that.
A lot of interest.
I want that shirt. I'm going to buy a bunch of those shirts.
A good Jared Carabas moment, yes.
It is. Maybe his best moment yet with us. Veterans, probably, VFW, yes. Veterans fucking win. He still doesn't know what it's... He's so not curious. He hasn't even looked it up.
It's so peaceful, though.
It is. It's nice.
Such a peaceful existence.
He's not worried about, this country being taken over or people shitting on lawns. He's happy Alex Cora, and he's going to Arizona, and he might see Andrea. He's just following his dream. That's not so bad. It's a nice life.
Yes, and then I think the Madawaska shirts look pretty fly, too.
Look pretty what?
Fly.
They look fly?
Yes, fly.
Okay.
They're hip.
They're
cool.
hip, yes.
They're slick.
Yes, and I'm sure there'll be a Kirk Minahan mustache shirt at some point. Which is fine as well. People want it. They can have it. So you go to where?
You go to store.barstoolsports.com and just search for Kirk or Kirk Minahan. And you can also just look up the Twitter account, and we'll be tweeting out links.
Okay. There you go.
So give us your money, and we'll give you cool shirts.
I like these shirts. I really do. The Veterans fucking win shirt is a great shirt. Tremendous. All right, let's call it. You want to call Stephen Hyde?
I do.
What are we talking to him about? You Bruce, just a bunch of stuff?
Donald Trump's refusal to concede the election.
No, I know I'm sure he has an opinion on it. I think he's a big liberal. And I love his Rivals podcast. We had him on a few weeks
ago. Hello?
Hey, Steve. This is Steve from the Kirk Minahan Show. You're live to tape with Kirk Minahan.
Great.
Hey, Steven. How you doing?
Great, Kirk. How are you?
Good. Not too bad. I'm looking at the... You guys ruined a great piece of art for me you know how much I love the Rivals podcast. The Twister soundtrack, one of the great works of art in modern history, was ruined by you guys during the Van Halen thing.
It's crazy. I mean, yeah, because Van Halen, I guess Van Hagar, we should say,
yes,
that era fell apart because of the Twister soundtrack. But then Fleetwood Mac got back together. Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks, they collaborated on a song from the Twister soundtrack. Yeah, that's like just a secretly important record
of '90s music. Who knew?
And that's like gone now. I'm just looking at. Obviously, I haven't thought of Twister or the soundtrack in forever. I'm looking at it right now. Like Mark Knopfler has like a single on it. It was so weird, that era of music where like stars would just do like that doesn't happen anymore.
No, I mean, I think once you got into the era where you could just stream any song you wanted.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
It's like, I think back then it was like, there's a big movie coming out. A lot of people are going to be talking about it. So let's try to like, further monetize this movie by just putting out a soundtrack, even though, like Twister obviously isn't a musical or like a music-centric movie. But yeah, we're going to have all these people do songs. I mean, I was making a joke. I mean, this is like semi-related to this. I was joking about this on Twitter recently about the Aerosmith greatest hits album,
which I bought, when it came out.
It came out like in '94, and it was like there were songs on that CD that had only come out like a year earlier.
Right.
On the Get a Grip album, but like back then, it was like, well, I don't want to spend money on the last 3 Aerosmith CDs, so I'll buy this greatest hits album, even though it's only like the last 5 years, really, that these songs are from. And that album sold like 4 million copies.
Yeah, the big hook back then was they would screw, like, obviously I would have bought Bruce no matter what, but Bruce put 4 new songs on this greatest hits. Tom Petty brought Stan Lynch back, and they did like 2 songs. That was like the hook. You buy 1 or 2 songs to buy the CD, like the new ones.
Right.
Which was,
it's a kind of a ripoff. Although in the case of Tom Petty, at least that song that they recorded was Mary Jane's Last Dance, which is crazy that like that song was a brand new song, and yet if you listen to that album now, you're just like, well, of course that would be on the greatest hits album. It's like one of the biggest hits, but it wasn't a hit when it originally appeared on the record, which I think because like a lot of bands will do that. If they put out a greatest hits record, they'll put on like a bonus track.
Right.
And it's just what you're saying. They're trying to con fans basically into buying music they already own because they want that one song. And usually that song is trash.
Yes.
It's not very good.
Yeah, it's a reason why it's not on it. Yeah. Originally. Yeah.
Exactly. But like Mary Jane's Last Dance, it's like a rare example of like, oh yeah, they actually crushed.
Yeah. And even Bruce, I think Bruce was Secret Garden, Murder Incorporated, This Hard Land, which is a great song, and I'm blanking on the other one. But I mean, like, he had at least decent like stuff. But yeah, you have some of them. But is there any Petty, Rivals, and there's a new one out today. I think it's the Smiths and the Cure. Is that right or no? Am I wrong?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Is there? Am I going to get any? Will be any Petty in Rivals? I know Stan Lynch left the band, but Petty was kind of laid back.
Yeah, I mean,
the estate, I guess.
Tom Petty, like Petty and Springsteen, both of them don't really have like any public rivals other than just things that happened in their own camp. Like Springsteen had management issues early on. You mentioned like with Petty and Stan Lynch, there was a thing. I mean, I love the Tom Petty Stan Lynch dynamic. I think that's a pretty fascinating thing. And then Springsteen with Mike Appel, early on. But yeah, I don't know. Like Bruce, I always just think of Bruce as he's kind of a loner in a way. Like he doesn't pal around with musicians as much. I think he's friendly with a lot of musicians, but like from reading his book, he talks about that, like how you just take these motorcycle trips in the desert. Like I think he had like one friend that he took motorcycle trips with, but he would just take off for like weeks and hang out in like desert hotels.
Yeah, like I could never see Bruce in like the Wilburys.
Exactly.
Where Petty made sense for some reason.
Yeah, I think Petty was much more of a guy. He would hang out with other musicians. He like did that big tour with Bob Dylan in the '80s, like where the Heartbreakers were Dylan's backing band.
Just wild. Like at their peak for like 2 years, they were just like follow Dylan around and like tour with him.
Yeah, which is really cool, and that's something.
It is.
Yeah, that Petty would definitely do. But yeah, you can't see Bruce ever doing that. Like Bruce has got to do Bruce.
Yes.
It's like he loves Bob Dylan, I know, but it's like, no, I'm my own guy. I'm my own country. So It comes down to my vision ultimately.
I know, like, so I am, I've seen Bruce in concert 66 times. I am like, it's one of those psychopaths. I could tell you any set list of all the shows I went to. It's pathetic. It's admittedly pathetic. I mean, I'm happy to admit it.
Well, you've lived on the East Coast your whole life, right?
Pretty much. I was in LA, in California for like 5 years, but yeah.
Because East Coast fans, you have such a huge advantage with that kind of thing, because it's like, yeah, he's going to play New York a lot, and then he might go to like Jersey and then Boston. It's like you have all these shows that he's playing that are relatively close to each other. Like I live in the Midwest, and it's like, I'm used to driving multiple hours if I'm going to see more than one Bruce show on a tour.
Right. But I was like, I am so this new album for me, like, is basically right now I'm focused on Janie Needs a Shooter. I listen to it like 30 times a day. Like it's literally taken over, because Darkest on the Edge of Town is my favorite album of anybody ever. And it could have fit in that album. I'm obsessed. Like I'm telling you, like I will go for a run in the morning. I listen to you guys. I caught up on all my Van Halen stuff. I'll listen to you guys later, but I'll listen to Janie Needs a Shooter like 7 times in a row. Just like it's insane. I'm like a madman.
Yeah, it's so funny you say that, because I was listening to Letter to You, that album, before getting on the phone with you. And yeah, Jenny Needs a Shooter, that's also the song for me too. And of course, that song,
the story of it.
He wrote it in the early 70s. And which I always thought it was like a River outtake, but then my friend Brian Hyatt, who writes for Rolling Stone,
he's done a lot of Bruce
corrected
stuff,
me. Yeah, he wrote a Bruce Springsteen book. He's a huge Bruce expert. He's like, no, he actually wrote that in the early 70s, and then I think on bootleg, the like late 70s demo is the one that a lot of people know.
Yeah, there's a version of that, yeah. And then Zevon.
But then, yeah, this Letter to You version is so cool, and like I was just thinking, like Brian, he wrote a story for Rolling Stone. He interviewed Bruce for this album, and I guess Bruce is working on like the next version of tracks. Like there's going to be another track box set.
Yeah.
And Bruce was just saying that, like, I can access my style from like different points of my career. Because apparently there's demos that he's like finishing off for that box set. Like it might be missing a vocal, or he might have to polish some things up. But he's like, yeah, I can sing like I do in 1979 if I need to.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Like, I don't know if
I'm not sure that's true. I mean, I'd like to. It's I think I was like, there's this sort of thing with musicians where, like, they always think, like, I remember Paul McCartney saying the Flaming Pie when it came out. It was the best thing he'd ever done. Like, I think there's like this weird thing where I always wonder, like, do they believe that? And by the way, this Letter to You is a great record. Like, Bruce has had a really good last decade, sort of a little bit of an old age sort of creative revival. But like, do you think these musicians believe that when they're saying that, or not?
Well, the reason I brought that up is that when I listen to Jimmy Needs a Shooter, and you said this yourself, it does remind me of like Good Darkness on the Edge of Town, track, which I think is why I love it so much. And like, I mean, the great thing about that album overall is that he recorded it live.
Yeah,
There's not a lot of overdubs.
Like 3 days, yeah.
And like, I just love that you can hear, like, one of my favorite parts of that song is like on the chorus, you can just Steven Van Zandt's harmony vocal.
Yep.
It's so awesome. And it's just like, yeah, that's how it would sound if you had a great soundboard recording of like a live show. It's so raw, so on.
But what's good about? Oh, I'm sorry, but what's good about Darkness for me is like this certain, like, look, I love Born to Run. It's a great album. It's a great song. But those songs now, in some ways, when Bruce sings it now live as an older guy, doesn't sound great. But when you hear Something in the Night or Adam Raised the Cane or Streets of Fire, him singing that like as an old guy has almost added gravity to it in a weird way.
Totally.
And this is where this song fits, like, to me as well. Like, it's like, and that's why I liked so much of Western Stars too. Like, there's certain things, like, I'd rather hear Bruce as an old man sing Adam Raised the Cane than listen to Bruce sing it in like 81 or 78 now. As strange as that is.
Right. No, it makes sense, because I think Born to Run is like a youthful album.
It's a young guy's album. Yeah. He's chasing the dream.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas Darkness is much more of like a world-weary, you're confronting the realities of life type record. And it does have more gravitas if you're an older person singing that, it just makes sense. I think the River was like that too for me.
Yep, Nebraska
when he did
too.
The River tour.
Yeah,
totally.
Where does
all the River songs?
Oh, yeah,
are all just about him writing about like the River. It's just him writing about like family and community, and like when he wrote those songs, he didn't have a family yet.
Right.
He didn't really know what that would. So he was sort of imagining it, and now, like when he did that tour, he could sing those songs as an older guy, but live that kind of life.
I mean, is there any? So this is the trick I get into now. I'm 46 now, so I don't, and I have kids, so I don't want to be this guy. But like, who's you know what I'm going to ask? Who's Bruce Springsteen? Who is Bob Seger? Who is Tom Petty? Who is Neil Young? Of like a 26-year-old now or a 28-year-old? Who 40 years from now? Who is going to be doing this stuff in their 50s and 60s?
I mean,
like Taylor Swift. I don't know.
There's so many like artists that I love now who are definitely drawing on that tradition. I mean, like one of my favorite bands is The War on Drugs, and I think they're a great band. But it's hard to compare them to these greats because we have so much history with Springsteen and Petty. And like, if you've been around for 40 years, you just have a natural
right
sort of weight to your music that is the weight of history. So I think it's a little unfair to compare it. But I always think that there's new stuff to listen to. But I will say too that like there's some artists who like their catalogs are so deep that you can spend a lot of time in them, and it's not like you're just listening to the same album all the time. Sometimes, like with Bruce, for instance, there's records of his that I didn't really love when they came out, and I go back and I'm like, oh, I love this now. Like Ghost of Tom Joad.
Right.
You know, I didn't really like that when it came out, and I think it's an amazing record now. So, you know, there's a lot to explore, I think, with artists like this. But I don't know. I'm writing about Chris Stapleton. He's putting out his new record this week.
Mm-hmm.
And he's called a country artist, but he's making heartland rock music. I mean, there's very little that's country about his music. It just reminds me, he's got a voice like Seeger. A lot of his songs sound like John Cougar Mellencamp songs from the 80s.
Right.
You know, it's just it's like a lot of that, or like, you know, like a Jason Isbell, you know, is another one I would put in that camp. He's, I think, pretty Springsteen-ish. It's just that our culture has changed, and like those artists, I think Bruce, if he came out now, he'd probably be called a country artist.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Or Americana.
Yeah.
You know?
And I also think like it's hard in today's, like no one's going to get as famous in a weird way, even though social media is bigger now. No one's ever going to be as famous as Bruce or Prince or Madonna or Michael Jackson was in like 82 or 83. It's too splintered now. There's too much going on.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like the biggest rock star in a way right now, you could say is like Post Malone, you know, which is kind of weird because you don't really think of him as making straight rock music, but at the same time, it's like there's guitars on his records that kind of sounds like, I mean, that's like the equivalent, I think, to rock now. It's not what you would never compare him to Springsteen necessarily, but you know, like in '84, Springsteen was making pop records. You know, he was putting out records like Dancing in the Dark,
Cover Me, and sure,
exactly like that. So, you know, and like Post Malone did like a you know, that live stream concert where he did Nirvana songs the whole time, and like that was like a super popular thing that he did. He was with Travis Barker from Blink-182. So yeah, I don't know. Again, it's always hard for me to like say like who's going to matter in 40 years. You know, it's like you know, predicting who's going to win the Super Bowl like in September.
Yeah.
You know, you don't really know what's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of Nirvana, it reminds me of the episode you guys did about Courtney Love and Dave Grohl. I didn't know about. I had never seen that. I went on YouTube after listening to it. I had never seen that Kurt Cobain Guitar Hero thing or whatever that was. That's fucked up. He was doing like I think he was doing like Sweet Caroline or something. I was actually getting angry watching it. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like what is going on here?
Yeah, I mean,
I felt protective.
Like for people that don't know, like there was this iteration of Guitar Hero, like where you could be Kurt Cobain, but it wasn't him just playing Nirvana songs. Like you could be Kurt Cobain playing any song you wanted. So it was just, you know, you could have Kurt Cobain playing like, you know, Poison, Nothing But a Good Time, or Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood if you wanted. Just It's so weird, like what you can do now, like with the likeness of a person who's dead, which I think is only going to get worse as we move forward because, we're kind of inching into the era of hologram concerts.
Oh,
like where
sure, like Whitney Houston, like Roy Orbison, they have tours for. It's weird. It's so weird.
Right.
Would you want to go? Would you want to go? I mean, it might be a good thing to go write a story about. But could you imagine like calling a buddy and being like, "Hey, whoever, like Tom Petty's hologram is in town tonight. Do you want to go see it?" Like, I would feel so invasive. I don't know. It'd be like watching a sex tape or something. I would not want to do it.
It's so weird because it sounds gross, like just imagining it. But I will say that like that technology will probably get to the point like where it looks pretty realistic and it's done really well. And it may just be a matter of like, well, I love these songs and I just want to go out and hear these songs live.
Right. I guess. Yeah, I guess.
And I think all that needs to happen is it just needs to be done well once, like where people go and they see it and they enjoy it, and then it becomes normalized.
What do you think? No, good.
I know. Again, like it's so bizarre to me, like just imagining it, but like I don't know. It's not inconceivable to me that will become
probably
a fairly big thing. Just because, I mean, we're reaching the point now, like where, a lot of these artists, like they still have huge fan bases, and like older artists are, they're getting older and they're passing away, and there's still a lot of money there to be made. So I just feel like if you have the demand and you have the means to satisfy the demand, then they're going to figure out a way to kind of make that work. As like ghoulish as it sounds, I don't know. I don't rule out capitalism ever. Capitalism always finds a way to figure these things out.
So like I talk about your podcast. So I just first of all, I'll ask you one other question in a second. What's the So what's your co-host name? I always forget.
Jordan.
Jordan, right? So do you guys will you spitball like? Throw 4 or 5 names a few weeks in advance and then just start digging, reading, like for the Van Halen one, for example. I know it's different because Eddie just died, but do you say, hey, let's do Van Halen and then read this, read that, or how does it work?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I think we both have like a list of rivalries that like we're interested in talking about. And usually, I mean, Jordan and I are both like journalists and critics. So I think we know like going into it, like we know that there's like something there. We may not know all the details, but
right.
We usually know enough to know that this will make a good episode. And, the thing that we found is that really the best rivalries are always within bands. It's not like between two bands. It's like between two people who are in the same band. And I think it's just because of proximity. If you're with somebody all the time, you're just more likely to eventually have issues with them. And it's also, I think, more interesting in a way, like the power struggles that exist in bands. You usually have one person who's getting like maybe too much credit, and then you have another person who like is jealous because this other person's getting all the credit,
right?
And then that starts poisoning the relationship. And I mean, I think that's the story of most bands.
No question.
It's about attention, and that you mentioned Van Halen. I think that happened in certainly like the David Lee Roth era of Van Halen, of just like a power struggle between Eddie and Roth. And then the Hagar thing is more strange.
Yeah, the Hagar,
how that was.
That was strange. Yeah. But yeah, it does. But, but like I like for example, no, but you're right. It's actually a smart point because I like, for example, like I like the Billy Joel, Elton John one because I grew up with those guys, and it's fun seeing, Elton John talk shit about Billy Joel, but it's not the same as this weird family layered dynamic of guys like Van Halen who grew up as kids together playing at weddings to becoming the biggest band in the world. There is something like cinematic about it. There's just something big about that.
Yeah, the more that we do this show, like the more I realize that like a lot of these stories are the same. It's the same story gets repeated over and over again. It's just like the circumstances are different. And I don't know what it is, but like I love that story. I love the story of
so
like
great.
It's
so great.
like a band or artist that goes from nothing to being super successful, and you have a ton of money and attention, and then it starts to turn, and like ego gets involved, and drugs, and the behind the music arc, that we all know.
Right.
I never get sick of that. I hear that story a million times. I'm always going to be into it. I don't. There's something so compelling about it. I don't know why.
That's why Almost Famous works so well. They went from the Jeff Beebe band to Stillwater, and that's Cameron Crowe nailed it.
Yeah, and maybe it's because I'm just imagining this. I mean, maybe it's because so few of us have our dreams come true to that degree that there's something comforting about knowing that, like, well, even if your dreams come true, you're still going to be miserable. So, like, don't feel bad if your dreams don't come true, because your problems aren't going to be solved. You're always going to have problems no matter what. It's just part of the human condition. So maybe, I don't know, maybe there's something reassuring about that for the rest of us. What's
coming up? Any ones you can tease coming up for me?
Well, I guess I'll tell your audience.
Sure.
We do, because we usually record 2 episodes at once.
Okay.
The Smiths and the Cure is this week, and we did a Britney Spears versus Christina Aguilera episode.
Okay.
That's going to run next week, which is fun. I mean,
that Britney Spears story is like, isn't Britney Spears like basically a prisoner of her father? Like,
she just lost a lawsuit.
Yeah,
she just lost another lawsuit today, right?
Yeah.
Strange.
It's so that story, like that's something I'd love to see a documentary about. Just the story of like her and her father, and I don't know if that started like when she started having like her public breakdown, like in the aughts.
Right.
I don't know, or if it preceded that. But yeah, there seems to be some sort of like mental sort of competency issue there, maybe, and like maybe the father is like overstepping his bounds. Like I really don't know like a ton about.
She's gonna be pushing 40 years old, right? I mean,
yeah.
It's getting like a Joe Jackson vibe. It's weird.
Yeah, it's really strange. I don't know, and I think she's like put her career on hold basically because of this situation. I think she wants to understandably have control of her own life and her own finances.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's really sad though. I feel bad for her. I hope that gets resolved on some level. But I'd love to know more about it though.
Yeah.
It's a pretty fascinating story, I think.
So that's coming
up. Like on our show, we.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was saying that's come up next week, and then we just any other ones you got coming up in the next few weeks after that, or no? Basically, Steve, I'm just calling you every couple of weeks because I want to know when you're doing the Eagles one. That's it. I mean, I'm gonna stop fucking around here. As Mike Campbell said, "Don't bore us. Get to the chorus." I'm just wondering when that's going to happen. It's my dream.
Well, we did. You said the Beatles?
No, the Eagles. The Eagles.
Oh, the Eagles.
Remember we talked last time. Remember we talked last time about the documentary. I just want to know when this is going to happen.
Oh man, yeah. Well, there's some rivalries that like I'm intentionally putting off.
Yes,
because I just want to savor.
Right.
I want to savor because the Eagles. That's definitely going to be like a multi-part.
Right. You've got different. Yeah, you got Fry versus Henley. You got Felder versus the group. You've got there's so they get Kick Meisner. There's so much like we talked about last time. The documentary is the greatest piece of recorded work ever in the history of technology. So
oh my God,
it's the greatest. But that'll be.
It's so good.
But I mean, you must look. I mean, like you're never going to run out of subjects ever. It's because of the beauty of it.
Yeah, it's so good. And like the thing about that documentary is that I've seen it like many times. I used to think that like the second part was kind of boring, but now I've really come around to the part 2. Like in the part 2, it's them doing the reunion tour basically.
Yeah,
and
right.
It is going around the world just beating those songs to death.
Right. Well, my buddy and I always joke around like Glenn Fry's like or Henley's like, I think it's Don Henley. He's like, when we started, he's like, we had no idea if anybody was going to show up. And it's like, well, you booked 10 shows at Giant Stadium. I'm pretty sure you were aware people were going to show up, Don. Like, let's not make it out like you're on this like crazy journey. And then they spent like 40 minutes focused on that Long Road Out of Eden album. Like it was this great thing. It's like this is our commentary on the war in Iraq. It's like, no, it's not. You're just trying to fucking make a few bucks. It's okay, you know.
Right. Well, like, yeah, I love it when they're talking about the Long Road Out of Eden album, and there's the song called, I think it's called Busy Being Fabulous.
Oh, yes, yep.
And there's this clip where, you know, they're talking about that song, and Glenn Fry's like, that's a great title.
Yep. Don came up to Don, I can tell you know, Don came up to me one day and said, I got a title, Busy Being Fabulous. And I said, what a great title. And I like when they're so excited. I mean, again, like I love the Eagles. I do. I have a soft spot for them. And they wrote like Hotel California is a legitimately great album. And Henley had great. The End of the Innocence is great album. Sunset Grill is a great song. But when they get together and they're so excited, they wrote Get Over It together. Like they, you know, we can still do this. I'm like, this song sucks. Like, what are you talking about? But it's the greatest. What's the one that you like? If I said to you, what's the one that you're looking forward to doing the most that you haven't done yet? Is it Jagger and Richards? Is there anyone specifically or no?
Oh man, well, yeah. I mean, like a Rolling Stones. That'll be another like multiple part.
I mean, that could be a season.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, really?
Yeah, the Eagles will be great. I mean, I really like doing these multi-part series where we can really dig into like these classic bands, like a you know, like a Page versus Plant, Led Zeppelin thing. I think will be fun.
And the CSNY one was good. Stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just really digging into the minutia of the history of these bands. You know, because I'm such a nerd for this kind of thing. It sounds like you are too.
Oh, totally, completely.
And I know Jordan is too. And so, and I mean, the best part of the show is that, you know, like when we do the Eagles episode, it's like, oh, I have an excuse to watch the Eagles documentary again. And it's like and it's not like I'm just doing it to waste time. It's like, I can kind of say it's for, you know, this project.
Yeah,
exactly. Like the research is always the most fun. Just being able to.
For the Eagles one, you can read one of the great works of literature of all time, Heaven and Hell, the Don Felder book, which I read in about one day. I inhaled it. One of the great works of all time.
Oh, see, I got the audio tape of that, and I had to skip. My complaint with all rock memoirs is when they just spend so much time on like the pre-fame.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, right. Yeah. Skip the bullshit and get right to like. Yeah. No question. Yeah. No. Once it gets in the Eagles all the way through, you cannot go wrong. You can't go wrong with that.
Oh man.
But
yeah, it's like they were so. I mean, they were. Are you like sympathetic to Don Felder?
I'm very sympathetic to Don Felder. I felt bad for him when he was crying at the end, but I mean, like it's a weird, it's such a weird setup because, you know, Fry and Henley were just like pure, like they're like, you know, like Fry said, he's like, I'm not doing this unless I get more money than the other guys. But you could tell like Felder seemed legitimately heartbroken.
Right.
Which I felt bad for him. I did feel bad for him.
I feel bad for him. I also understand the other guy's perspective. I do think that Henley does deserve more money. Like he was a pretty big star in the 80s.
Oh, for sure.
Just on his own. And so, like in a way, like my thing with Henley is I have such a love-hate relationship with Henley because like on one level I think he is like such a cold-blooded kind of obnoxious guy in a lot of ways, especially in that movie.
He's kind of a pretentious douche too. Like he kind of gives off that vibe. But like a song like The End of the Innocence is a great song. Boys of Summer is a great song. Like he's
a great lyric. I mean, he's written like I think, you know, 3 or 4 perfect songs.
Yeah,
like, you know, and he's I think he's a really good singer. I mean, the guy. I mean, him and Fry, like Glenn Fry in that movie, he just reminds me of like a hard ass like gym teacher.
Oh, totally.
You know, or
yeah.
Or like a hard ass like baseball coach.
Yeah, completely.
A high school baseball coach.
Yeah,
like just kind of a jerky, gawky guy, but also, you know, the thing with the Eagles is like they could be jerks, but they were also pretty smart about their career. Like you can't really deny the sort of Machiavellian intelligence that they had, and you know, surviving and persevering. Even if you're like, oh, they're kind of jerks, but they also. They pulled it off, you know. They did what very few bands do. So, yeah, it's like you could not write characters like that. That's why it's so hard to do a TV show about like a rock band, because you're not going to find actors that are as compelling as like those guys are in that documentary.
Same with fiction. Same with fiction books too. Like David Mitchell just wrote one, I think, and I have it, and I'm like, I was going to start, but I'm like, I would much rather read like that Warren Zevon oral history book or something. Like it's just more interesting. It's just because you part of it. How's the Radiohead book doing?
It's actually doing really well.
Great.
Which I was nervous going into this a little bit, because obviously you can't really do book promo other than interviews and things like that. Also, people aren't going into stores nearly as much, but they're also, I think people have a lot more free time, so they're looking to read books, and that's what it seems like I've benefited from. It's been doing really well so far, so
great.
Knock on wood.
All right, so so Stephen Hyden is the great podcast Rivals. Every Wednesday it drops, and I'm sure I'm going to bring you on at some point in the next month or so and badger you about the Eagles one if you don't have it up. So we'll talk to you then.
Sounds good, Kurt.
All right, Steve.
Always a pleasure talking with you, man.
Thank you very much. Talk to you soon. There you go. My pal, Steve Hyden.
You guys are good friends.
We're just a couple of music guys talking, Steve. Steve's yawning during that, by the way.
I'm surprised he hasn't invited you on his show. But
I wonder maybe times have to beg for that.
Maybe the respect is not mutual.
For that Eagles episode. Like, just put me. You guys want to get some bigger numbers? Come on and do it. Listen, they get their own thing. I'm not getting in the way of that. But he's a good guy. He's just laid back. I like once in a while being able to bullshit about the music I like with somebody, Steve, you know?
Minifans like it too.
Steve was yawning during that. I know there's a big yawn from you during that interview. You want me to talk about election fraud with the guy? What do you want me to say?
No, it's the
and nobody's answered the question to me yet as to like why all these Republican, like I saw McConnell welcomed all the new senators, Republican senators the other day. Why isn't that an issue?
Yeah, they just confirmed Alaska. So Republicans have 50 senators, Democrats have 48.
But why are those?
All comes down to Georgia.
But shouldn't the Republicans say we shouldn't have these senators yet. Let's hold off until everything.
No, there was no fraud in Alaska.
No fraud.
No.
Zero.
No. It was only fraud in states where
Trump lost.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
And they got together.
Philadelphia and Detroit.
They all got
big
together.
Democrat strongholds.
They make deal. They coordinate with each other.
No, they used some software that the CIA has been using for years in like Latin America, South America.
So these people
on the machines that automatically skew the vote just a few percentage points, and it's undetectable. So we'll never have evidence. But that's what they did.
Oh, you sure of that?
Yes. Also, dead people voted.
I did see dead people vote. Joe Frazier voted.
Lots of dead people voting. I mean, I think you retweeted a guy a couple of days ago who has a pretty legitimate take. Like, I'm not saying that Joe Biden is an illegitimate president, but I've got some questions about, why can every country in the world count their election results very quickly? Yeah, he said he just has, there's some things that have raised his curiosity that he would like investigated, but he's not like, in the streets saying this is an illegitimate president.
Well, it's not. I mean, Biden won the election.
Yeah, but there are also some things that are like, why are all these dead people voting? Why does it take us so long to count ballots when every other country in the world can do it in hours?
Yeah, but this has been the case forever in America.
Not really.
Yes, it has. There were states who were slow to get responses in the past.
Yeah,
and this year is different.
This year is different. But I mean, if you told me like, okay, yeah, Alaska is going to take a little while to count the vote because it's such a decentralized state, I'd understand that. But there's really they haven't given a convincing explanation for why like vote counting in Philadelphia had to stop at 9:30 and then
that's strange.
Start
I
back
agree.
Up in the morning. So that's where I am. I'm sure there's a perfectly legitimate explanation for all.
But see, when you do that, you don't have a perfectly legitimate theory as to why it's not happening. Like, I could be. So if I say, you know what, I don't think there was massive fraud, everyone's like, oh, sure, you believe that if you want, live in a bubble if you want. But I'm like, well, okay, then tell me what happened. And nobody has anything specific.
The biggest thing that makes me suspicious is all of the media and the Democrats and all of the bureaucrats in unison telling me to believe something. When that's the case,
I agree with you on that.
I'm a little like,
that. I agree, but that doesn't mean that there's any proof of it, though. I'm with you. I'm with you. It's okay to be skeptical.
The evidence that dead people voted is, do we think that that's just a handful of cases?
I have no idea.
If you're going to go through the hassle of
and I have no
voting
problem
in the name of a dead person.
And I have no problem with Trump fighting us as long as he wants. That's his right to do it.
Of course,
as George W. Bush said the other day. But he's good. It's not going to work.
No, it's not going to work.
What I want to know is what is Trump going to do? Like at that last, he's not going to barricade himself in the Oval Office.
Well, he could do what Obama did and use the tools of government to try and undermine President-elect Biden.
That's a good idea. Yeah, maybe he should do that.
Start an independent council.
I guess he could do that.
Spy on the transition team. He could do everything possible to ensure that there's not a peaceful transition of power.
That could happen. We have Bespoke Post this week too. But he could send the incoming president a box of awesome. I mean, Biden would love that. Then you could put it back in. You can open it every day and it'd be new for him every single day. That'd be exciting, wouldn't it?
Feel a little dopamine rush.
Yeah, you go to boxofawesome.com. You know what you do. You take the quiz. Your answers help them pick out the right stuff for you. For the guys out there, it guaranteed to upgrade your life. You know, cooking tools, barware. I got my beautiful journal, my nice bag, collections for every part of your life. Only $45 a month. You can pause anytime you want. Over $70 worth of gear inside. It's actually a pretty cool Christmas gift as well. Holiday season gift, I should say. Box of awesome.
What the way is the war on Christmas back on? Just because Trump lost an election, now we have to say holiday. Can't say.
I would
Christmas.
imagine, right? Or is it the last Christmas we have because Trump will be in office?
I think you can still technically protect Christmas.
You think Biden's going to do that?
No,
no chance at all. Although he's a big Catholic, right? Biden.
Yeah,
isn't he?
He's a big Catholic who supports fourth trimester abortion.
Okay, we're trying to do a read here for Box of Awesome.
Sorry,
Steve. I mean, for Christ's sake, can you keep your insanity down for 30 seconds?
He's a fake Catholic.
Why? Well, 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com. You enter my name, Kirk, K-I-R-K at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com, code Kirk for 20% off your first box at Box of Awesome. I did Milton's This Miss Country already, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. Oh, we got page life. Okay, what else is going on?
A Twitter user reminds me that Herman Cain had a mustache when he was running for office. So he would be the most recent candidate. Mustachio.
999? What was his?
Yeah, it was his tax plan.
It was his tax plan, right?
Remember Michelle Bachmann's her line during the debate was 999? Yeah, flip it upside down. That's what you get. The devil's in the details there.
That's right. That's good. Those are the pre-Trump days when things were just
normal.
I guess normal. Pizza guy with Michelle Bachmann going head to head. Herman Cain passed, right?
He did. He died
from coronavirus, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
They really did him dirty too. That was it was a successful Kavanaughing of Herman Cain's candidacy.
Well, he had some issues with the ladies, right?
Supposedly, and then they just went away after he dropped out. Or
yeah, because he was doing he had a little momentum.
He did, yeah.
Earlier. I mean, I don't think he was going to be the nominee.
Boomlet. Yeah,
was that the Romney year?
Yeah,
that was I think it's 2012. Yeah. What else is going
on? Well, your former co-host.
How's he doing? How's he handling it?
He's on Newsmax now.
I saw that.
He did a Newsmax hit with like the Chris Salacito show or something. I saw
somebody tweeted that to me. Yeah.
I just like the way he was introduced. I mean, it was pretty
boring pedestrian. Yeah.
Also joined by Jerry Callahan. He's the host of the Jerry Callahan podcast, former columnist at the Boston Herald. Good to see you both. Mary.
Really? Former columnist at the Boston Herald?
How long? The Herald, like 15 years, I bet. It's weird.
It's kind of an unusual.
Is that what he wants? It must be what he wants, right?
I suppose, yeah.
Oh, and he must be so into this right now. Oh, my God. He must be salivating. He must be losing.
He sure does. I was just walking around the city up here in Boston, and there's so many places boarded up. And if Biden prevails, it was pointless. It was a waste of plywood. There's nobody throwing any bricks. No one's rioting. No one's looting. Of course, if Trump even has a small victory in court, a small legal win, they'll go nuts again. It's just so obvious they were boarding up for one outcome, and we haven't seen that yet. And I think of those 70 million when I look at the number there from Don Jr.
Okay. He's not wrong. I mean, to his credit.
I just like the idea of him as a street reporter just walking around Boston.
He's a Cullen. I was walking around the street. They're all boarded up. Oh, he's right. I mean, imagine if they announced today that like just whatever, like Jerry said, a small victory. Trump got a whatever in Pennsylvania. People would be losing their fucking
100,000 Philadelphia ballots are thrown out.
Tossed. Yeah. And now Trump's ahead. 0.2 of a point in Pennsylvania. People be losing their fucking minds.
One big heaping pile of shit.
He's right. I mean, you're right as usual, Jerry. It would be a disaster zone. That's funny. We could maybe do this tomorrow, but do you have any of that sound from the best podcast of the year I sent you? Or
yes, I do.
Okay.
I do. I think we can save that for tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are we coming back tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I meant tonight for tomorrow. Yeah. Is it about as good as I expected to be? Yeah. You know what concerns me though, and I'll throw another crumb out to the people. Is if our project is good, it's actually going to be the kind of one that they put on the list. Not They won't because it's us.
No, they won't put it on the list.
But it will be that sort of thing, you know?
No, I disagree.
Oh, I think it could be critically acclaimed for sure. If it was under
under
a different course. If somebody else was doing it.
But I mean, I think it would be more legitimate. It's not going to be because we're women or something like that.
Right, we're not. But I'm just saying if it was the exact same thing that we're working on right now.
If it was a Boston Globe reporter
doing the
NPR
exact
reporter,
same thing, they would be like, "This is
no, you're right. You're right.
A remarkable study." And but now it's gonna be like, they're gonna try, but that's okay. But yeah, the what was I had something else I was gonna bring up. I forget. Anything else going on?
Yeah, there's some stuff going on. We have a vaccine now, conveniently announced right after the election.
I mean, do you think for sure that so give me your theory. Go ahead.
That Pfizer knew they
People
had
are mocking my mustache on Twitter, by the way. That's not right. That's not right. It's ridiculous. Am I followed yet by my mustache? I'm not yet. Okay, that's good. But go ahead. You're excited about this vaccine, which I will never fucking take in my life ever.
That's irresponsible of you.
Is it? So for this vaccine that's 90% effective, right? They're saying?
Yes.
How is the studies? I'm sure they've gone into this. Like, how is the studies for the effect of your body 2 years down the line?
How
about a year down the
progress?
Line? How about 3 years down the line?
The longitudinal studies are underway.
So when I find out that I'm going to grow a fucking arm out of my forehead by taking this, like we know nothing. You're a lunatic if you take this fucking vaccine.
And the way they made it, they sucked some fat out of Chris Christie.
That's true. That's probably
some chemical reactions.
Probably the best way to study it. I mean, I mean, people do what they want. I understand.
Did you get a flu vaccine?
I did, but that's a tested.
Yeah.
I mean, that's years and years of testing. Years and years of testing on that. So, I mean, if this was effective, would I take it 5 years from now? If it turned out there was no 5-year effects, I probably would.
There are some treatments that, I guess it's like the ACE2 receptor on cells that the coronavirus links onto. There are some treatments that flood your body with fake ACE2 proteins so that the virus latches onto something that's not really a cell and won't allow it to replicate.
Right.
Do something like that.
Maybe I'd consider it. Any
of the treatments that the president of the United States had?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I mean, he was, and Trump will always, even Trump knows, so he would never admit it, but coronavirus cost him the election. It happening cost him the election.
Oh yeah, of course.
The fact that it led to the huge increase in early votes, and
China knew what it was doing,
and his handling of it. I'm not saying his medical handling of it, but his inconsistency within the issue, I think, cost him voters. He fucked it up.
He made it very easy to criticize him.
He never publicly took it seriously.
No, and there was a lot of loose talk about sunlight in your blood.
Yep,
he made himself into made his effort almost into a joke.
It's going to go away. It's not a big deal. It started.
And trying to do the made for TV conflict drama with him and Fauci and him and Dr. Birx. And
good.
No, it didn't help at all. All he should have done is just let Fauci go out there and do his thing.
What he should have said was, look, it's the elderly are affected. The people who are sick, overweight are affected as well. If you're younger, you're probably not going to die, but you don't want this, so wear a mask.
And for God's sakes, he shouldn't have talked to Bob Woodward.
No. And then,
what was he fucking thinking?
And then mocking Biden for the size of his mask, and then Trump getting it. And then once Trump didn't die, then he doubled down. And it just seems so convoluted. He could never get his fucking head around it.
They also stepped all over their dicks with the Hunter Biden stuff. That could have been released a lot. As far as dirty tricks and rat fucking go, that could have been done a lot better and earlier.
And Giuliani looks like a lunatic now. He just looks like
outside the dildo shop.
Yeah,
doing the press conference.
He just looks like a madman.
What part of that? What part of that is crazy?
20 years ago was, or whatever, I guess. Well, coming up on 20 years soon enough, was like the most beloved figure in America.
Yeah.
For 6 months. Everyone trusted him. They loved him.
He's also a hard-nosed attorney who took on the mafia.
Took down the mafia and cleaned up New York City.
Yeah.
Legitimately cleaned up New York City. A Republican mayor of New York City who cleaned it up. And now he looks like a fucking conspiracy. He looks like Alex Guerrero or something. He looks like a lunatic.
Yes. The Trump years have not been great for Rudy.
No. So, I don't know. What else is going on?
Well, did you see John Meacham? There's a flood of MSNBC.
He thought somebody wrote a good speech. He thought it was a good speech.
There's
What's the problem with that?
There's a flood of MSNBC contributors who went from being, campaign reporters who are now going to mysteriously join the Biden White House.
Well, he was very complimentary of Biden's speech the other night. He just never disclosed that he wrote it. That's all. What's you think that's an ethical dilemma?
Well, this is a moment where the life of the nation is intersecting in a fascinating way with the personal life, not only of President-elect Biden, but also the Vice President-elect.
He just wrote what he's commenting on.
Yes.
It's fucking crazy. It doesn't even matter any. It's just fucking so stupid. It's all fucked up.
Well, MSNBC does have ethics. They're going to fire him, but they'll keep Joy Reid on.
Yeah, Joy Reid will stick around.
Yeah.
Our guy Tubin never showed up again, though, during the election.
He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll slither in like 6 months or something.
As
sure.
these, CNN, there's a huge gap in their programming because they don't have their legal expert to talk about the pending challenges to vote counts in various states. That's Tubin's bread and butter, baby.
Is there anything else from the weekend in Western Mass that you wanted to cover up? Not cover up. I know you want to cover it up, but cover?
No, I don't think so. One housekeeping bit is that the Channel Zero guys will no longer be on the YouTube channel.
What happened?
Somebody is watching every video on the YouTube channel and reporting them for violations of the YouTube terms of services.
I like those guys.
We've had a couple of months old episodes from them that have they've been censored for bullying.
Who are they bullying?
I don't know.
I didn't really watch them much. I like those guys though.
Yeah, they're nice guys, and I explained the situation to them, but we have a strike against our YouTube account now.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, so we can't post stuff for like 7 days.
We can't?
No. And if
today we can't?
No. And if we get another strike,
we have shows or no?
No, can't post anything.
Oh, nothing. So no shows on our YouTube channel
for 7 days. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because we got a strike against the channel. If we get 2 strikes against the channel, then it's like 14 days where we can't do anything. And if you get 3 strikes, then they'll take away your right to do YouTube at all.
Well, what happened?
Well, my theory is that Bob Murchison or one of those types knew that the Channel Zero guys were conservative.
Or Zonker. He seems like he was very into that. That seems like more of that shitheads.
Yeah. So, they probably say something about, George Soros or some conspiracy theory or QAnon or something. And I think YouTube has a very hair trigger for Trump-related conspiracy content.
All right. So they got rid of it. So now we're banned. Wow. So our YouTube channel is banned for a week?
Yeah.
Starting when?
I think it was Sunday or Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if we wanted to do whatever, Mike and the Minifans, we couldn't do it.
No.
Wow. That's unbelievable.
But after 90 days, I guess the strikes go away. So it's like for any violations of their terms of service, which is, bullying and I guess copyright infringement, that kind of stuff, they use this strike system. But if we're no violations for 90 days, then the strike goes away. We're back to square
Have we had
one.
strikes against us in the past or no?
We've had some copyright violations, but never.
Right.
But that just they make it so that they can't monetize the video.
Right.
So they'll they'll give any of the proceeds to whoever's music somebody used in a video.
We have 2 different YouTube channels, right, or no?
Correct. For this outcome.
So they're both. Oh, so we can use the other one.
Yeah. We can use the other one. We have a YouTube channel that's the Kirkman Hand Network for.
So would you want to put shows on that or no?
No. I think that we keep the clips channel as just clips.
But like the new Steve's a Liar guy song would go there, for example, or no? I don't know. I'm just asking.
Yeah. Okay. I think we've been putting the songs on both accounts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, good. I don't know. All right. Jesus.
Oh, and you saw, obviously, we talked about it when we were out at the VFW hall, but Trebek died, and now George Stephanopoulos.
He wants a job.
That would be fucking awful.
I mean, there'd just be no... if I'm you, I'd be rooting for that because it would be a disaster.
It'll ruin it. It'll ruin Jeopardy. I don't want Jeopardy ruined. It provides entertainment to millions of people in nursing homes across the country.
True. And a lot of people watch it. It also should not be politicized either way.
Oh, that's what you would do. That's basically you would inject a former Clinton spokesperson.
Yeah, and he's so clear.
And also, I don't like the kind of making into celebrities of people who work in politics. It's just kind of weird.
Well, he's been very successful, obviously. I mean,
do you think they'd allow Sean Spicer to host Jeopardy?
Probably not. Nor should they. I just think you're alienating people. It doesn't make Jeopardy is for middle America likes to watch Jeopardy after they have dinner.
I think you were onto something with Ken Jennings.
Although he's super liberal too, though.
Yeah, but he's not.
Like, he's super liberal on Twitter.
He's a liberal, but he's not. He didn't work in politics, and he has the qualifications to it because he's a smart guy. I don't think George Stephanopoulos is particularly.
We should reach out to him.
Ken Jennings?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to ask if we can get him on.
Sure.
I want to talk about Trebek, and I want to talk about whether he'd do it. That might not be a bad spot.
Yeah.
I had another name in mind that I thought would work. I almost feel like Jeopardy. I was saying this to somebody. I almost feel like Jeopardy needs that person in between who fails briefly before you have the success. Okay. Before you have, because I think Jeopardy, the Jeopardy audience takes it fucking very seriously. Like, I think they need somebody to not like for a couple of months and get that anger about Alex being gone out of the way.
The problem is if they stick to the Trebek filming schedule, they're basically going to have an entire season worth of episodes in the can.
But maybe it's a shit season. Like, but Jeopardy's not going away. So, I mean, I don't know who that is. I guess maybe Trump.
That's one way to depoliticize it.
It'd be amazing if they just announced that today. People would be angry about that in the election.
Do you think they might do like a casting couch type thing and just give people tryouts? I think cycle through a couple of celebrities.
I also think not a bad idea because then you don't really. Yeah, I could see that.
Settle on somebody. You can try kind of move people around.
Maybe a week at a time or something. Yeah. Also, I mean, I loved Alex Trebek. Not that hard a job. I mean, like, you're reading, I mean, did you see my favorite Trebek clip is the. Did you watch any of the clips on Twitter after?
I watched a few.
Where the girl was talking about her group, her like hip hop nerd group. Do you have that or no?
No.
So she talks about it. She's like, yeah, we have this hip hop nerd group that, and they pause and Trebek's like, you mean losers, right? Like, he just says it like it made me laugh. I like the guy. I was trying to think.
It's very fun. It's called Nerdcore Hip Hop. It's
Nerdcore Hip Hop.
Yes. It's people who identify as nerdy, rapping about the things they love, video games, science fiction, having a hard time meeting romantic partners, It's really catchy and fun.
Losers, in other words.
Like, nobody, you can't just make up that dry wit.
You could never do that today. If some new person did that, they get destroyed on social media. Like, you're bullying these people, but so yeah, I don't know. Like, there's something to that. I don't know who the hell they're going to find to do it, but it's actually gonna be a pretty interesting search. I don't know. I was a Trebek guy. I felt bad. I don't think anybody is tied into one show as Alex Trebek is to Jeopardy. Barker was close.
Yeah, Barker's pretty close.
Sajak, I guess, is close, but nobody takes fucking Wheel of Fortune seriously. Well, Sajak's your kind of guy. Hardcore, right?
Yeah, he is.
Like Lorne Michaels, obviously, but yeah. I mean, I'd put him right up there. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, but Stephanopoulos.
You gonna throw your hat in the ring?
I would do it if asked. I'd consider it. I would consider hosting for a week. I'd be better than fucking George Stephanopoulos, who's going to be just a douche during it. Humorless. Too short, too. Like,
actually, it might be nice to get him off of a purported news.
That's true.
Desk.
But you know that part where Alex goes and bullshits with the contestants? Stephanopoulos is like 5'2". He looks stupid doing it. You can't have that. You need somebody with some height.
Yeah. I remember apparently Stephanopoulos requested an opaque front to the desks because in most of the TV desks they have it see-through so you can see the lady's legs.
Not him.
Under the Ailes theory.
The Roger Ailes theory. Yes.
But he specifically requests something you can't see through so you can't see that his feet are just not even close to touching the ground.
It's like Dale. Right. Dale has that crate with the co-host.
I predict those T-shirts are going to do well, by the way.
The Dale one?
Yeah.
See, I think the VFW shirt's going to be a big one.
Yes, I think they'll both be hits.
Good. Yeah, those are good shirts. No, I'm happy about that. Store.barstool, what is it?
Store.barstoolsports.com and search for Kirk Minahan. And we'll also tweet out a couple of links.
Okay, good. Paint Your Life, by the way, has been with us for a while. We love them. If you text the number 6, my name, Kirk, to 64,000, here's what you get. You get a chance for Paint Your Life. Again, people seem to like this. I mean, any picture you like in the past, whether it's you, your family, you want to get together, you want to send them out for Christmas, send a picture to paintyourlife.com. A world-class artist will have a painting of that. It will sent back to you within 3 weeks. You can order it in less than 5 minutes. Every detail is perfect. You can check in with them throughout the process. Again, any picture you want, or combine photos if you want, into one painting. You can bring together family members who never had the chance to meet or create a portrait of the whole family without the need for everyone to be there for a family photo, especially now. You go to paintyourlife.com. There's no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded. There you go. Guaranteed. And right now, Get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping to get this offer. Text the word Kirk, K-I-R-K, K-I-R-K to 64,000. Kirk to 64,000. Text Kirk to 64,000. Paintyourlife.com. Do that today. Anything else, Steve, before we wrap up?
Yes, we're asking any Minifan who is a lawyer or works at a law firm. Or
what are we doing here?
Amicus briefs.
Oh, yes. Go ahead. This is a little late in the show for this, Steve.
People listen to the whole show.
Do they? All right. I don't. Go ahead.
We can also tweet about it. Yes, we're accepting amicus briefs in the case of Curtatone v. Minahan.
Yes.
A couple of people have already reached out about their interest in submitting it. And if for people who don't know, it's a friend of the court brief. And it's basically you can weigh in on the very important constitutional, legal, journalistic, ethical values at play here.
Good. Yes.
We're only accepting briefs that defend Kirk.
Oh, yeah. We're not taking any other ones. Good. Yes, that as well. Okay. We're good?
Yep.
We'll talk to you. Well, we'll be here later tonight, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
This was pretty reprehensible. I don't know how it can be anybody's idea of humor.